Hey guys, this is my third paranormal experiences video. Previously, I talked about things that happened at my old house, at my parents' house. But for this video, I wanted to talk about some really weird things that have been happening recently. If you want to watch my other paranormal experience videos, I'll link them below. But for now, let me creep you out. I'll start off with the small stuff and then I'll get on to this horrible night that happened to me really recently, which shut me up. So when I came to look around this house originally with the estate agent to decide if I wanted to rent it or not, I noticed that there was this back door in the kitchen, and I thought that's really weird because this house is attached to another house that surely there's not a door that connects the two houses. But interestingly enough, when I went to ask the estate agent about it, he had to take a call outside. It was a really rushed day and we really needed a flat soon. I just kind of, like an idiot, ignored the door and we ended up renting this place. When we first came here on our first day, the first thing I wanted to see was where that door went. So I went in the kitchen to see the door. There was no door. There was no door in there at all. But I remember so vividly seeing it and thinking it was strange that why would it just not be there all of a sudden? So that's the first thing that's weird. I know it's not that huge, big of a deal, but it's strange. The next thing I wanted to mention is that as soon as we moved into this house, I started noticing something horrifyingly creepy. All around the house, on the windows, on the mirrors, everywhere, I've been noticing these handprints, which have not been made by me. They're like babies' hands. Freaking me out just to say it. I first noticed them on the glass pane above the door. I'll put some pictures in so you can see what I mean. It's really concerning me right now. Maybe if there's small children running around my house at night putting their hands on the windows, or maybe it's a ghost. Either way. So anyway, now I'm going to move on to what happened on this horrible night. So this happened about 3 weeks ago. So I was asleep in bed. I'm usually a very heavy sleeper, not a lot can wake me, but I woke up to this excruciatingly loud noise. It was like piercing in my ear. And you know when you're all fuzzy when you wake up and you don't really know what's going on? That's how I felt at first, but then after a minute, I heard that the noise was screaming. There was screaming. I could hear it. My bed, well, you can see, my bed is right next to my window. This was coming from outside the window. Really ongoing, one huge long scream, and it was terrifying. I didn't know what it was. I was scared, I was confused, I'd just woken up. It was horrible. There are these lights outside my door and all of my neighbours' doors which light up when you walk past them. The lights were going on and off constantly. One light would go on, then it would go off, then another one. And it wasn't as if someone was running past them, so they were going on and off. They were going on and off seemingly randomly. So I was having a mental breakdown. I didn't know what to do. I was frozen in bed. I sat there for a while, just kind of rocking and trying not to cry. Eventually, I thought, I'm gonna look out the window because it's too much for me. I need to know what's going on out there. So I go up to the window. And I don't want to do it slowly, I want to do it as quick as possible. So I'm like, I'm getting ready, I'm getting prepared. And then I draw it open. It's pitch black outside. The lights stop flashing. But I can still hear the screaming, but it sounds so distant. Like, not as if it ran away, as if it was all really close and then all of a sudden really far away. And it also felt like it was still moving around. I could still hear the scream going, that was a really good impression. I stayed up for a very long time waiting for the screaming to stop, but it didn't. Eventually, somehow, I fell asleep, and then when I woke up, there was no screaming, and everything was normal. I don't know what happened. I don't speak to my neighbours, and it would be really uncomfortable to say, hey, last night did you hear screaming and see lights flashing, and am I crazy or what? So yeah, what do you think it was? Let me know. Tell me I'm not insane. Tell me there is something that would make that happen. Tell me there's a logical explanation. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, why don't you like this video? And if you really liked this video, which I'm glad you're enjoying my misery, why don't you subscribe? I'll link my other paranormal experiences below. Yeah, I hope you liked the video.